today, doing this virtually, I hope that we can have some good discussions. I will be on a panel in an hour as well, but I really welcome at this moment to update a little bit about what Riverside has going. Let me share a screen if I may. We really appreciate how well and how much integration the business group at the Mexican Mining Forum is trying to bring forward international investment and international attention to what's happening in Mexico. A forward-looking statement for me as I am a CEO and talking about a company, Riverside Resources, which is listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange. We focus on copper, as well as focusing on gold. We work in the state of Sonora, Mexico, as well as in Sinaloa. And we work on trying to develop large projects in Mexico. We've been operating in Mexico for over 14 years as Riverside. And prior to that, I worked in Mexico for another 15 years before that, including doing my PhD dissertation on the Mulatos deposit, now Alamos Gold. And what I really find is the highlights in Mexico is looking for large projects where we've been able to so far bring $80 million into Mexico for grassroots exploration over the last 13 years. And I think this year, as we go forward, we really hope to be able to do that more. There's some challenges that we're facing, and I really appreciate this forum as a chance to discuss some of those challenges that we as management, myself as the CEO, as well working with Alberto Orozco, who's the president of the Sonora Mining Cluster, as well as other team members and a board of directors, we're very focused on working on finding projects that fit for large companies. We used to work in large companies, myself and Tech Resources, BHP, Rio Tinto, and also working in other large companies. The entire team has really found projects in Mexico that we've been able to develop, and we think that we can do that again. The company is a public company. We have a shareholder base from Europe. In fact, right now in this interview, I'm actually calling you in from Zurich, Switzerland, where I am here on the conference. And overall, what we also see is that we have a good cash position with over $4 million cash ready to deploy in Mexico. We do see challenges currently in deploying some of that money in terms of getting mineral title, getting permits, and definitely we want to work closely with governments to show the value of the investment that we bring. We've been able to bring this capital, and we have another 25 million ready to deploy right now. Once we get those permits and those new licenses, that'll make a big difference for us. Working with the world's largest mining company, BHP, is a responsibility. It's also a great vote of confidence for the country of Mexico. Having them invest through us currently over $5 million in development drill projects and another 1.3 million in drill projects. And those is in generative projects. Overall, we see a large wishment to deploy capital, and we can bring more money. And we really see this as an opportunity at this Mexican Mining Forum to bring up companies internationally can deploy capital and wish to. And what we do, and with that money, is we are doing drilling, we're doing development, we're doing lots of different levels of exploration. We're doing partnered funded work in the Cecilia project in the north near Agua Prieta, Sonora. We're working in Sinaloa at La Silla near Mazatlan, and La Union near Caborca, as well as the program on copper we're doing. Riverside is a diverse company. You can see here, many of our projects are in Mexico. We have a great focus on Mexico, and we really see that the important thing about Mexico is rapid development of projects, demonstrating that capital acquired, capital deployed, it can be creating of great value. And we think that it can create a lot of jobs. We like to create a lot of good opportunities. You know, we've worked a lot with healthcare. We provided new, during COVID times, new cleanliness and other things like that. We've done a lot of work as well with the communities to help to different schooling and other opportunities. We really like to leave a positive impact with water, helping places to have clean water and making sure that we really always help the environment and where we work in Mexico. And as we work in Mexico, we're focused in the state of Sonora with our Cecilia project, our Los Cuarentos project, two of the main projects we have. But overall, we have a whole portfolio of projects that we'd love to develop with partners and ourselves in Sonora and Sinaloa. Within Sonora right now, we have the BHP Exploration Partnership, and that's an excellent big company going forward. We also have the porphyry copper work that's looking for large copper discoveries. Those copper discoveries for us in the state of Sonora, the Cuarentos project. And also, Cecilia, that's a large dome, the right type of geology. We really like to do it. And the thing that we really like to do in that geology is to make a big discovery, to make another Mulatos, to make another giant discovery that can make a big difference for Mexico. The Ariel project is immediately to the east of the Caridad mine. The city of Nacozari has been a key mining center for over 100 years. And our Ariel project is part of that district and really has amazing potential there for large copper deposits. And if we can get our licenses, we could expand it. We could do it even larger. We do have title, we do have one license, and we're able to go. But we see these projects as being very large potential. And we really see the growth in Mexico as quite prospective. At our Corrientes project, we're surrounded by operations around us. To the north, we have the Santa Gertrudis district, where Agnico Eagle has been developing. Down into the west, we actually have the Equinox Gold project, where they took over from Yamana, the Mercedes mine that's operating. We also have the Las Chispas operating in Santa Elena is another mining area. So we're surrounded by mining areas. And for us, the Corrientes project, where we've recently completed a drill program and we're ready to go forward with more drilling and exploration. And so we really like, this is one of the opportunities that we see that for Mexico, for Sonora, for the future, we really see great potential. And we're so excited to be working with great projects and great partners. The projects we have include projects in Canada. We've grown a lot in Canada. As we face some of the challenges in Mexico over the last 5 years, we've grown our business diversified beyond Mexico. But in Mexico, we remain focused. We definitely see in Mexico, people can do work. We can bring capital. We can do working on big projects. The projects of the past that became big mines in the state of Sonora in copper and gold are the type of projects that Riverside is doing right now. And being part of this forum, I really welcome a good discussion here about what is the potential, what is the future, and particularly what are some of the changes we might all work to make a difference for Mexico and for the people and the cultures of Mexico. We really welcome developing the right way to work. And we definitely have worked in the past over the last 30 years. I started working in 1987 in Mexico, and we've been here doing many projects. And we see for us that this portfolio in Mexico with the Los Corrientes project, the La Silla, and many others described on our website are a great place to learn about projects, learn about potential for mineral exploration, discovery, and carrying those forward to mining. We also this past year spun out a new company, Capitan Mining. And that's excellent at the Panelist project in Durango. Now, with Alberto Orozco as the CEO of that and myself as the chairman, that's trying to move ahead toward development. We're expanding the resource. We're doing all the metallurgical work. We're doing all the exploration work we need to do. We're very much pleased to work with Alberto and the strong team of Capitan Mining on the Panelist project, where Riverside retains a 1% NSR and the project keeps going ahead. This is a great way for Mexico to have advantage and take advantage of foreign capital, not just with Riverside, but also with Capitan Mining. We also spun out the portfolio in Canada, developing that as well. So these are examples of way we unlock value and can bring more deployment of capital. ESG, environmental social governance, is vital to us. We put a huge priority in this, and we definitely have focused on this in the communities where we've been working, where in these pictures you can see some of us of the photos where we have brought supplies, where we have fixed infrastructure, where we have worked on churches and schools, where we have fixed roads, where we have worked a lot with bringing medical attention. Our staff have been able to work closely in the communities to follow all the COVID protocols and to raise the standards, to bring the right type of company and partner to the communities. And we welcome doing that. And we feel welcomed in the communities in which we work. It's an honor to work in Mexico. It's a great opportunity to be on this conference today. And I'm so excited about what I see as a future for Riverside. The upcoming catalyst that I see with Riverside, first off on copper, having BHP, doing drilling, doing exploration, looking to deploy much more capital as fast as we can get more permits, as fast as we can get more titles, we can do more work and really make a difference. The time is now, and so this is a great opportunity to do that. Also, we definitely see our partner funding work, drilling at the Cecilia project. That'll go forward, and the drill results from April were really great, and we can see other things coming along. Progressing at our Lucia project. That in Sinaloa, we see could be a very nice redevelopment of an old mining district, and we welcome that potentially with a partner moving ahead. We see continued efforts on our generative work and moving projects ahead in the expansion. So we definitely, Riverside's in a good, strong position, over $4 million cash, no debt, strong balance sheet, strong commitment of shareholders. The company has a good portfolio in gold and silver, as well as in copper. Lastly, we're developing the projects, de-risking them, trying to make a positive impact in the communities that we work in Mexico. It's great to be on this conference today. I welcome discussing any of these points. Thank you for the time and the attention today.
Thank you, John. It was just a delightful presentation. Now we have 2 questions for our public. And the first one is, what defines Riverside Resources exploration programs and make it stand out of others in Sonora?
That's a great question. Thank you. I think some of the things that really help us stand out, first is database. Riverside uses artificial intelligence and also human intelligence both. Riverside's founded on a database that started back in 1987, and we built up a huge compilation of the mineral occurrences in Sonora. The second thing is we use local people. Riverside has an office in Hermosillo, is fully staffed with people from Mexico that run and operate for the company. My father was actually born in Mexico City, and I grew up speaking Spanish and English, but the company is very much focused locally. I think that's a very important step. I think the third thing is that we actually have been able to operate now with major companies for the last 14 years. So by doing that, we've had a longevity of employment. So we have staff members that have been with us for a long time. So we're able to operate in a turnkey nature for partners. So we lower the risk, and particularly for the communities, we're able to then work with them closely by having continuity, where we really want to make sure we're always respectful. We're not foreigners coming in. We are within Mexico, Mexican people making a better Mexico for all of us. Thanks for that question.
And the second question will be, with the increase in metal prices, what are the opportunities for Riverside Resources, and how are you avoiding a negative impact from volatility in the market?
Yeah, we're really lucky to actually have the increase in metal prices. And I'm actually here in Zurich, Switzerland, giving a series of talks. And I'm delighted this is virtual because I wouldn't be able to be in 2 places at once because the metal prices are high and there's such interest in copper. I think the demand is going up. I think the EV, electric vehicles, I think the overall globalization is really demanding more and more. So I think metal prices are going to be here for a long time going up. On the gold side, there's lots of volatility. It goes up and down, but we've actually had one-way direction in the creation of new currency by debt, by the governments creating money. And so I think fundamentally the gold and silver is something that can't be just created out of a computer. It has to be really mined and found. During COVID times, I laughed because everyone said, well, we can go work at our home. And I said, you're not going to find a gold mine living at home or working from home. So for us, I think for us, the volatility can be our friend. As it goes down, we always have capital and take advantage of it. And then as it goes up, we can deploy that capital into new projects and share on the project. So that's how we're working with the volatility. And I definitely think the metal prices for us is a great opportunity. And working in Mexico is a fabulous country to do that.
Third question, how do you ensure that communities become self-sufficient so that they are not dependent on mining?
Yes, so we're mineral exploration. And I think that for anything we do, everywhere we go, we want to have a diversified economy. In the northern parts of Mexico, often we're working in agricultural areas, often on private ranches or in ejidos where they're actually doing agriculture. So we like to bring a diversification by bringing a rejuvenation of mining again, of mineral exploration, mineral development. Also, we really like to work on education. Riverside has the lema, has the title, knowledge is golden. to really focus on educating so that we can all learn computers, computerization, all kinds of other technologies so we can embrace a future. Mining is a part of that, and the way we try to make sure that we diversify that is by giving opportunities, by hiring people in the local communities to work, learn with us, gain in new technologies, diversify their own skill base. We sponsor the universities in Sonora and other places. We sponsor students. We really like to leave something better for than where we came from. That's a great question. Thank you.